And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Myers going back, still ranging back, and it's gone. A solo home run for Byron Buxton. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0. In now, Christian Yelich. Popped him up. Spangenberg is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, second baseman, Austin Thomas.
Now in the box, Austin Thomas. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Back up the middle. Perella over to his left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit on the ground out to short. Perella fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box, Jose Perella. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Down in order. It remains 1-0. So stepping in, Jesus Aguilar will start it out here for Milwaukee with Ryan Braun waiting on deck to follow. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Into the box, Ryan Braun, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sharp ground ball to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard a play to make.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone.
Well, in most parks, there's usually a spot down the line or somewhere else where you can get a cheapy home run. But he knocked this one out of the deepest part of the park. There's nothing cheap about that one.
Into the box now, Manny Pena. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3.
And oh, this is off the second base bag. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. Pena isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he is out. Here's Byron Buxton now. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this. Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Got him to go down swinging there. Hunter Renfroe becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Franmil Reyes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
At the plate, Christian Villanueva. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They trail it here 3-0. Back now on MLB Network from sunny San Diego. Without a doubt, some of the most beautiful coastlines in the country around here. Here now the 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Coming in is Myers. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Austin Thomas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Myers is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Renfroe will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. At the plate, Austin Hedges, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out.
Batting ninth, catcher.
Stepping in, number 41 will take his first hacks here. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Spangenberg. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Count is 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Striding in, Jesus Aguilar as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning. Here's Ryan Braun now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Aguilar rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Hosmer has it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, catcher.
So striding in, Manny Pena, a base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So striding forward now, Aaron Thomas. Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Reyes looking up onto the party porch and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, Byron Buxton. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Jose Pirela. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Stepping in, Eric Hosmer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Eric Hosmer goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. This is line to left. Braun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Padres down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6th. In is Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1 home. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Austin Thomas.
So digging in now, Austin Thomas. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He threw first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Austin Thomas has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head he's on top of the world.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Liner toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Braun. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 3-1 pitch. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Will Myers. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Digging in to try it again, Franmil Reyes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Riding in once again, Christian Villanueva. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The count now at 2-1. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Braun has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a flare out toward right center, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Manny Pena earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The pitcher, Aaron Thomas, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Renfroe calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Center fielder number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton now. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hit on the ground out to short. Perella right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Hedges will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
And he takes a called strike 2.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Corey Spangenberg. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Swanson has got it, and the side is retired. Number 53 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 53.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
In now, Austin Thomas. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Renfroe. 2 gone. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. 1-1. Hard hit toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on show track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close. Oh, and Braun connects on one in the air to deep left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. Lifted in the air to center. Renfroe is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Settling in now, Jose Perella. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
1 ball.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
First baseman,
Digging in, Eric Hosmer. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Hit down the line at first. A payoff pitch one more time. And that will miss for ball 4. So an error and a walk here to start the inning. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's Will Myers. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Will Myers becomes out number 2 this inning. 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Manny Pena. He'll start us off in the 8th. Hit on the ground out for short. Perella loves it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Thomas. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1 to short. Perella ranges to his right. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Stepping in now, Byron Buxton. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear.
Now at the plate, Christian Villanueva. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense would have really helped settle him in.
3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Manuel Margot will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded to short. Swanson picks it up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Can't. Number 65 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 65.
In is Christian Yelich, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Looped out toward third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Austin Thomas. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone! So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Two, here it is. Hard on the ground toward short. Perella takes it in. And there are 2 away now.
The batter.
Ready for another chance? Jesus Aguilar. He singled his last time up. This is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and give Ryan Braun a 2-out chance.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the 2 hits, and they leave 1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Corey Spangenberg is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Right side hit hard. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their 2nd knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Popped high in the air. Thomas waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
San Diego down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead.